What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. So I hope you guys got to watch the knife sharpening video that I done on the Glock field knife. I just posted that up Wednesday, so hopefully you guys got to see that. But today is, let me think, today should be Saturday. And so today we're going to get back into my top 4 list, okay? I've kind of gotten away from the top 4 list. Yes, that's on. And so far, let's just go down the list. I have went through my top 4 bushcraft knives that were not Scandi. Top 4 bushcraft Scandi ground knives, EDC belt knives, EDC pocket fixed blades, neck knives, choppers. Now we are to my machetes. Now, there are a lot of different machetes out there, a lot. So, I actually don't own a lot of machetes. I've got some that are not that didn't make the list, but these are my top 4 that I like the most. So next on the list, we'll go ahead and I'll tell you what will be next on the list. Next on the list will be my top 4 multi-tools. I don't know when I will get to that video, but I will get to it as soon as maybe possible. So I'll get to that one eventually, right? I just kind of do these whenever I don't have anything else going on. And so right now I really don't have a lot going on. I do have a new knife that is supposed to be coming in this week. Tomorrow's video on Sunday will probably be the video on it. So let's get into this. I am now over 3,000 subscribers. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. That's just definitely cool. I love it. You guys are doing a great job commenting and interacting. It's a great experience, guys. So let's see. The 3 of these knives will be on the Amazon affiliate links in the description box down below, along with the t-shirt. The Condor Terra-Shetti will not be in the Amazon affiliate links because right now it's not available on Amazon. Now, at the time of me posting this video, if it is on Amazon at that moment, I will definitely put it up there. But at the moment, I cannot find this knife on Amazon. So that one's always kind of shaky whether you can find this on Amazon or not. But the other 3 will be on there. So let's just get into this. We will start out with the Cold Steel Black Bear Bowie machete. All right. This is a Bowie knife that doesn't know if it wants to be a Bowie knife or a machete. This thing is $40 and it is in 1055 carbon steel. Now, since Cold Steel has changed hands, this thing I don't believe is made in South Africa anymore. Okay, I don't think. So if you can get your hands on one of these, and it will say South Africa right there below the Cold Steel logo. Yes, right there below the Cold Steel logo, it will say South Africa. If it says South African made, this is the good one, okay? I did put a lanyard on it. The sheath is just your standard sheath. It does have some plastic on the end to keep it from cutting it. Doesn't really have any lashing points on it. It's just a riveted together neoprene sheath, and it is ambidextrous. You can slide this thing in right-handed or left-handed, so that's a plus. But it is in a Bowie design. Very awesome looking knife. It is full tang as far as I know. Kind of a rat tang down into here. It doesn't have an exposed pommel. It has a really kind of a textured plastic grip with this big bird beak on it. It's got a good hand guard here. This is actually a pretty good machete. I really like it. It does not have a sharp spine. Although the back of this is sharp, so the back of your swedge right here is sharp, so you could actually strike fire steel right there. You could strike a fire steel. Nope, not down there either. You'd have to get up on the edge of the blade. So if you're going to have to do that, I would just go right up here. So very awesome looking knife though. Very awesome machete. Whenever you run a lanyard on it, make sure you make your lanyard large enough that you can run it through your thumb like this, and it's not going to go anywhere whenever you're doing that swinging motion, chopping down brush. This thing is very cool. It really is. I have not used it a lot. Uh, I don't believe I have never even done a firecraft with this thing. I've had this thing for quite some time, and I've just never really done anything with it. 1055 carbon steel, about $40 on Amazon. Uh, I really like it. It's just into the world apocalypse blade. Yeah, why not for $40? But for actual machete use, there's better machetes out there than this. Okay, just saying. So we'll excuse me. Let's just go ahead and set this to the side, and we'll get into the next one. The next one is the Condor Terra-Shetti. This one, right-handed only. It does have a plastic sheath, does have like a leather belt loop, and it's not made the best. Actually, that is loose. That's about to fall off. Huh. I'm going to have to work on that. So it does click into the sheath quite well. So it does have like a black stonewashed style coating on it. It does have this little section here for doing fine work. But this machete is so large, it actually is not real easy to do that fine work because you got so much weight out on the end. This is best for used as a machete, not to do any sort of fine work with. Even though they put this little section here on the blade for you to do fine work, it's still not real easy to do fine work with it. I'm just saying, it's just a lot of machete. It has that spear point design. It does have a little lanyard hole here, one back here. It does have an exposed pommel. It does have a plastic handle. Doesn't have a whole lot of, it does have that Condor beak, you can see there, to help with your grip. I also run a lanyard on it and run it around my wrist like so. This is a lot of machete. I'm just saying, it's kind of heavy. It's a little unwieldy to do smaller projects with. Now, if you're really just chopping brush, it's going to work out just fine. And this also has got a an issue with the where the plastic handle goes through the. It's just tight right through there. So eventually, it's going to wear this paracord in two. So there's that. All right, let's see what's going on with this. I don't know. It's just loose. It is just loose. Huh. That's weird. I never noticed that was loose. Must have just got loose. Let's see. I'd have to take it off there. Yeah. I'm going to have to work on this thing for sure before that belt loop falls off. I can take it apart right there. I can take this off, and then I can get to the backside of these two screws because that is what's loose. All right. I'll have to do that at another day. So this is in... the Terra-Shetti is in 1075 carbon steel. 1075, and this will run you about $60 when you can find them on Amazon or about anywhere else. That's just basically the going price for these is $60. Condor Terra-Shetti. It does have a, oh my Lord. What was I going to say about it? I don't remember. Anyway, maybe I'll think of it in a minute. We'll get back to it. But there is your Condor Terra-Shetti. I have done firecraft with that thing, and like I said, it just seems, if you're using it for machete tasks, hell yeah, great all day. But for using it for any other type of tasks like firecraft or something like that, I just didn't like it that much. I really didn't. So now let's get into the Crkt Chanceinhell machete. This one has got a great sheath, comes with some lashing points, comes with some extra paracord. I did put the lanyard on it here. I did do that. You can run this where it runs off your belt like that, or you can unvelcro this and pull it out, and then it'll run even lower on your leg. But as long as this thing is, I actually like it like it is, like I have it set up here. All right, I just run my belt right through there and run it off my belt just like that. So this thing does have a couple of different buttons in order to get it out of the sheath, but it will come out of the sheath without unbuttoning these two buttons right here and here. So just unbutton that one and the knife will come out of the sheath. So this one has got a rubber overmolded handle. It's got a little bit of jipping going on here. The handle on this thing is great. I really dig the handle. Full tang design, rubber overmolded handle. I love the actual blade shape. I love the blade design. I have done firecraft with this, and it will scratch fire steel, and it will scratch fat wood. It will do that. And this one is not as unwieldy as this one. Just because, I think it's just because it's so much shorter. Right, guys? It's just a little bit on the shorter side, you know. And the way it's designed, you have more weight toward your hand also. But for chopping, this thing's great. It's not going to come out of your hand because of the way that handle is designed. This is a Kin Onion design, and the Chanceinhell. This is in 65 MN steel. There's another knife that I really love that you guys may know what I'm going to be talking about here. It is the Kershaw Camp 10. It also is in the 65 MN steel. I really like this 65 MN steel. I really do. It seems to hold up quite well. I love the Camp 10, and I really like this one. Like I said, I have done firecraft with it. It's not the best at firecraft for like turning your blade sideways and scratching and stuff. It's just the way this handle's curved. When you turn it sideways in your hand, it just kind of feels awkward, you know, because it's not straight. But it's doable. It works. It's pretty damn nice. I really like this one too. The sheath is also got like almost like a leathery plastic style stuff that goes down inside the sheath, so it slides right in and out of the sheath very easily. Does have a slick black coating on it over it, to where this one is, your Condor has got the the black stonewash style coating. This one you can tell is like painted. You know what I'm saying, on the cold steel. But this one actually has some sort of like a painted coating on it. And you can see where I've done some batoning, and the coating actually has held up okay. It really has so far. So we'll lay that one down. And then we'll get into my real beater. This is my real beater. Oh yeah, and this one is $60 also, if I did not say that. That is $60 also. So you're looking at 60 and 60. This one is 40 for the cold steel, and the Gerber Gator JR. I've had this thing forever, and it looks like it too. This is the one that stays on my side-by-side. This is the one that I use on the farm all the time. Is it because it's good? No, it's because it's cheap. It's $30, 28. You can buy these all day long for between $20 and $30, depending on where you're at. This thing's got crap all over the sheath from hanging in the side-by-side. But it's cheap, okay? If you break the shit out of it, just go buy another one. The saw on the back actually does sort of work. This thing looks like hell, guys. I'm just saying. It's got a rubber handle. It's not full tang. The tang is literally bolted on right here. So it's not full tang. And I have used the ever-living shit out of this thing. And whenever it gets dull, I keep a mill bastard file in my side-by-side, and I just wedge this thing into the bed rails on my side-by-side, and I just file it off, sharpen it. It's not real sharp. It's not paper cut and sharp. You're not going to shave with this thing, but it will whack the shit out of some brush. It's really thin. And to tell you what kind of steel it's in, I don't know. It comes with the lanyard on it. Let's see. All it says when I looked up something for steel on this thing was high carbon steel. That's all I could find, is it says high carbon steel from Gerber. So, but either way, guys, this thing has not been too bad. You can scratch fat wood with it. You can strike a fire steel with it. You can. Like I said, the saw teeth actually do work. They're not the best, but they work. You do have a little hole in the end here where you could actually put a handle on it or something if you wanted to. So it does kind of have a hollow grind. Yeah. And it's cheap. That's what I like about this thing. It is freaking cheap. You know, 20 to 30 bucks, and you can pick one of these up just about anywhere. About any hardware store in America, anywhere you walk into, you can find one of these. Okay, for the most part, guys. Even Harbor Freight makes a knockoff of this. Whether it's any good or not, I have no idea. Now, I've heard I do not own the regular Gerber Gator. This is the junior model. Okay, this is the shorter guy. The long one they say is junk, and I think it's because of the steel that it's in and the length that it has. So since it's so much longer, you can actually whack shit harder with it because you have more moving mass to hit what you're hitting, and I think that's why they're breaking them. Because the steel's not strong enough for the amount of length of blade that is there. With this being shorter, it seems like, I don't know, maybe that's why I haven't broke it. But I've beat the shit out of some stuff with this thing. I have cut a ton of brush on the farm with this thing. Like I said, this thing stays in my side-by-side. It gets used a lot. And, I mean, it's got chips all in the blade. It looks like shit, but I don't care because it's only $20. $20 to $30, right? The sheath sucks. You couldn't carry this on your side if you wanted to. It really sucks. It just kind of sucks. The sheath definitely sucks. But that's what we got so far. These are my top 4. Like I said, this stays in the list, in the running, just because it's my user. Okay, but when it comes down to, let's pull these up if I can. Let's pull these up. Maybe. I think these handles are going to be too large. This is what we have right here. All right, guys, that's what we got right there. That's it right there. That's what we're looking at. And so if I have to pick just one of these machetes, just one. All right, let's lay them all down. Let me take a think here. Take a think about it. So I really like this one, but it's just not there for me. I thought this would be the end-all be-all machete whenever I bought it. It just ain't there. It's just not quite there. And it just doesn't feel like a machete to me just because of the blade shape, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure you get things done with this, but I know the 1055 rusts really easy. I do know that. Like I said, this one is my user just because it's cheap and it's junk, but it works, okay? So my pick out of all 4 of these, my pick is going to be the Crkt Chanceinhell. I love the way the handle feels. It fits my hand well. For actual chopping tasks, it works great. It doesn't wear me out. It will strike fire steel. It'll do everything that I want it to do with Firecraft. It's not too unwieldy. The girth on the handle is great. It has a great palm swell on the handle. The handle was done tremendous on this thing. And I love the steel. I love that 65 MN steel. I just do. And I've had a lot of good luck out of my Kershaw Camp 10. So when it comes to my machetes that I own, and I know there are millions of machetes out there. If you don't believe me, just type in machete on Amazon, and holy shit. Yeah, there's lots of machetes out there. I'm just saying. But for $60, this one is my favorite one. Hands down, no doubt about it. This is my favorite one for doing everything that I like to do, okay? If I was to grab one machete to survive with, I think it would be this one, okay? Just because of everything I've stated, really. It's a good do-all machete, is what I'm saying. This one, a little too unwieldy for the fine tasks. This one, a little too pointy. It's just made like a Bowie. This one is just a cheap junker, and if you break it, go buy another one, right? But, all right, let me move that out of the way. So, I don't know, guys. That's what we got. We've got 4 actually pretty good. I mean, they're budget machetes. Don't get me wrong. They're all budget machetes. But, and another thing, the sheath. The sheath that this one comes with is better than all the rest of the sheaths, hands down. It's a better sheath. This one, like I said, I'm going to work on it. It's falling apart. This one, you can't hardly run on your belt. It's a piece of shit. This is a decent sheath. This one's not bad, but it has no lashing points, okay? At least this one does have lashing points, and it even comes with some lashing on it. So your best bet out of these for $60, you're looking at the Crkt Chanceinhell. This would be my Chanceinhell machete right here. Crkt. That is the one. That is the one, hands down. Awesome machete. All right, guys, that's it. We're out of here. Look for a new knife. A new knife review coming. Should be coming tomorrow. Should be coming Sunday. But anyway, guys, this is it. Chandler's Legacy Farm. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe as usual. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Love you guys. Keep on commenting. Keep everything positive, and we will see ya.